Hi everyone, welcome to Grow with Google. I'm Kate Angelo, the Technology and Career Center Manager and Community Engagement Librarian at the Long Branch Public Library. I'm so excited you're here with us today. Grow with Google is an initiative to help people learn digital skills, prepare for jobs they enjoy, and use their creativity and passion through hands-on computer science activities. In today's workshop, you'll create a professional resume like this one. A resume is a valuable tool that can help you apply for jobs, internships, schools, and special programs or scholarships. A resume gives readers, like potential employers or school search committees, a first impression of you. It describes your qualifications and explains who you are. It should be error-free, easy to read, and effectively provides a snapshot of how you spend your time. Even if you don't plan to use a resume right away, organizing your experiences and listing your qualifications are useful steps to prepare for any future need. In this workshop, you'll brainstorm experiences that make your resume unique to you. You'll add your own background, skills, education, and experiences to highlight your individual strengths. Using a template in Google Docs, you'll create a first draft of your resume. Then you'll revise your resume to make it even stronger and more interesting to a potential employer or educator. By the end of this activity, you'll be able to select and use a Google Docs template, format different sections of a document, and download a document as a specific file type to send in an email. You'll leave the workshop with a professional resume you can send to potential schools and jobs. Just a note, this is meant to be a live workshop, so you're supposed to be creating the resume as we go. Because I've recorded it, you have the freedom to watch and listen and then pause or go back as you need. So if you don't feel comfortable creating the resume as you go through the presentation, that's fine. Do it at your own pace. Let's get started. First, sign in to your Google account. Go to google.com, then sign in using your Gmail address and password. Signing into your Google account allows you to access all the products you'll see today. You only have to sign in once to be able to access Google Sheets, Docs, Slides, Photos, Forms, Gmail, and lots of other applications. You will need a Google account to continue, so if you don't have one, you can still go to google.com, go to sign in, and create an account instead of putting in your information. After you've signed into your Google account, use the Apps menu to move between applications. Select the Google Apps icon. These are all the Google applications that come with your account. Your most recently used apps are shown first. Select More to expand the list. You can get to Gmail, Sheets, and Slides here. You can also access your Google Drive where all your projects are stored. Let's take a look at Google Drive first. If you've never created anything with Google Apps before, your drive may be empty. If you have created projects in Google applications, they will all be stored here. You can create new projects from your Google Drive. Google Drive allows you to store, access, and share files like documents, slideshows, forms, and photos in one place. Instead of being stored on one computer, your Google Drive files are stored in the cloud, a safe place on the internet where you can save important information. When you save something on your Google Drive, you can easily access it from any computer, smartphone, or tablet with internet access. Files stored on Google Drive won't get lost, even if your computer crashes. And the projects you create with Google applications are all stored automatically on your Google Drive. You don't have to remember to click Save. Today, we'll begin working on a basic resume in Drive. You can come back and edit it later using any device connected to the internet. A resume is a written document that highlights your education, work experience, activities, and skills, and most resumes include sections that contain all this information. Resumes can be formatted in different ways, but most resumes will include similar information. A typical resume includes several sections. Your contact information, work information, education history, skills and abilities, and activities, awards, and accomplishments. There's a lot of information to include in one document, and a strong resume will also look professional, organized, and easy to read. It may seem difficult to gather all this information and arrange it so that it makes a good impression. What if you don't have many design skills? Or maybe you don't feel comfortable formatting this on the computer? Use a template to structure your resume. A template is like a guide for building your document. Templates provide standard layout, design, and formatting elements. They provide a consistent starting point for your projects. Many documents, such as project proposals, meeting agendas, business letters, and resumes, follow a similar layout or design. Templates may help you save time when you're writing because they are already formatted with the proper layout. All you have to do is fill in the appropriate information. Google Docs offers lots of free professional resume templates to get you started. The layout, fonts, and colors are different for each template, but they all contain the same basic information that you'll need for a resume. Your contact information, skills, experience, and education, as well as accomplishments or projects you've completed. After you select a template, you can customize the document from there. Choose a template you like now so you can begin creating a polished resume. To begin, open a new document from a template to view the template gallery. From your Google Drive, select New, then choose the arrow next to Google Docs to reveal a drop-down menu, and From a Template. This opens the Google Docs template gallery. As you can see, there are lots of document templates from which to choose. Choose one that you see on the screen. Keep in mind, this is just a draft. It does not have to be perfect. Give this document a name, like My Resume. This becomes the file name and is the way you will find the document on your Google Drive. As soon as you open this doc, it is saved automatically on your Google Drive. You do not have to do anything extra to save your projects. They save automatically as soon as you make changes to the document. Now let's start customizing. In the resume template, update your contact information. First, select the text that says your name and replace it with your actual name. Then include your address, phone number, and email. To present yourself professionally, try to use an email address that's easy to read, relatively short, and avoids too many words or symbols unrelated to your name. Next, delete the job title. People applying for a specialized job will usually include this. Include a title if you like, but it's not required. And now the contact information portion of your resume should look like this. Now that we've chosen resume templates and updated the contact information, we're going to use this to build the first sections of your resume. Under the experience section that is already built into the template, brainstorm 2 or 3 work experiences you've had. Resume readers want to see whether your experience is relevant to the position you're applying for. If you haven't had a paying job yet, that's okay. You can include related experience, such as volunteer work, community service, regular household chores, or classroom responsibilities like taking attendance or participating in a group assignment. Even hobbies, such as writing a blog or taking photographs, could be relevant. Include any role that required responsibility and initiative in your brainstorming document. For each experience, include the name of the employer, the type of work, the location, dates of employment, and a description of what you did. Add 2 or 3 experience items to your brainstorming document. Use existing formatting of the template to keep your resume looking consistent and professional. Remember, this is only a draft. You can always edit these descriptions and add more later. Now include measurable details about your experience, like how often you worked, how much you accomplished during each shift, or how many items you completed over the course of the project. Spend 2 or 3 minutes adding details like these to each of your job descriptions. Employers will use these descriptions to understand your experiences. Next, list your education history. Type the name of your current school. List the school's location, the month and year you started, your expected graduation date, and your GPA. Ask your teacher how to find your GPA if you don't know it. If you're an adult and you're not currently in school, it's okay to just put the last school you attended without the GPA. That's not necessary. Keep this section in the same formatting provided by the template so the design of your resume is clean and professional. If you're enrolled in an academic pathway or vocational track at school, include that as well. And if you transferred from another school, add your previous school to your brainstorming document. Your resume is off to a strong start. It should look something like this. And remember, this is just a draft, and you can always go back and edit later. Your resume will be unique to you, so it's okay if it doesn't look exactly like this. For example, if you've attended one school, you may only list one institution under education. Or if you've worked a series of odd jobs, your work experience section may include more entries. Now let's add the final information for your resume, your skills, activities, and awards. Turn your attention to the section called Skills. Here you will list the useful abilities that you didn't specifically mention in the experience section. List skills that make you a good student, employee, friend, or sibling. Include both hard and soft skills. Hard skills are technical and job specific. They include things like typing, playing an instrument, speaking a foreign language, or using specialty tools or software. Soft skills are personal qualities that may relate to how you interact with others. Soft skills include effective communication, problem solving, relating well to people, or being cooperative or a team player. Now pause and think about what you're good at. List a combination of 5 to 7 hard and soft skills. If you need help thinking of skills, open a new tab and search the internet for examples. Now let's try a challenge. To complete the skills section, choose a few skills relevant to a position you might apply for. Edit your skills list to match the job description. When your skills match the requirements of the position, you are more likely to grab your resume reader's attention. If you already have a job you know you want to apply for, open a new tab in your browser and find the job description. Or if you don't have a specific job in mind, use this example. This business wants applicants with a good work ethic, the ability to work on a team, and a willingness to help others. Requirements of this job include interacting with the public and keeping an area clean. Now return to your resume draft. Using this job description, or a description for a job you might want, type in the skills that describe your best qualities and align most closely to the job posting. You might keep some of the skills you already listed, or you may think of new skills that apply to this particular job. If you're applying for a position working in a civic center, for example, your skill cares about the community would be a good fit for your resume. Take a few minutes to create your list of skills. Remember, you can always edit your resume later. For now, focus on choosing both hard and soft skills that will make your resume stand out. Now let's move on to the last section of your resume, awards and activities. Think about your extracurricular activities and your accomplishments. Maybe you worked on the school yearbook, were recognized for a hobby, or earned an award at your job. You might also list sports, clubs, contests, performances, or student government. Only include awards and activities from the past 3 or 4 years. You can choose to list only awards in this section, or include a mix of awards and activities, and update the header to match. Keep the header in all capital letters so it's consistent with the template. Take a few minutes to list 3 to 5 awards and activities, but don't spend too much time brainstorming. You can always add more later. Your resume now has all the information you need to get an interview. At this point, you've made a great start on your resume. You've brainstormed your work history, skills, and experiences, and you have started to format your resume with a template. You've added your contact information and chosen skills to highlight a particular job. Now let's fill in the remaining sections of your resume to complete your first draft. Read your experience section again and include any information you didn't write as you were brainstorming your work history. Update the company name with your employer, the location, and your job title. Use the existing formatting. Then add the dates you worked there. If you're still working there, write the start date, a hyphen, and present or current. Next, review the job description for each job. If you haven't already, split the information into bullets like you see here. Use active verbs to describe the actions you performed. Examples of active verbs include managed, coordinated, created, founded, planned, built, tracked, and mentored. Notice in this example, active verbs include prepare, greeted, washed, and contributed. Next, think about your verb tense. Write in the present tense for work you still do. For example, prepare is in the present tense. Use the past tense for a job or project that has been completed. For example, here, greeted is in the past. Take a minute or two to look at your verb tense now. Finally, take a look at how you describe your jobs. Include complete phrases for each bullet point in your list of experiences, but leave out pronouns like I or me. As you can see here, the resume says washed and dried, not I washed and dried. Take another couple of minutes to finish filling out the rest of the experience section in your resume. Now reread your education section to make sure all of the details are included. Then follow the same process to complete the awards section. You can change the title to Awards and Activities if that fits your experience better. Spend a few minutes now completing the education section and adding your awards and activities. Great job! You've completed the first draft of your resume. At this point in the workshop, you've completed a draft of your resume by adding your contact information, work experience, education, history, skills, and awards. Next, edit your resume and make formatting changes so it is more polished and professional. Resumes influence the way a potential employer perceives you. They allow someone to quickly learn about you and determine whether you might be a good fit for the job. Correct spelling, active verbs, and appearance all make a big impact. Keep in mind, resumes should be short and concise. They don't include every responsibility from every job. Once you get an interview, you can use that opportunity to go into more detail about yourself. But your resume should showcase your best and most relevant accomplishments. To start editing and formatting your resume, carefully read through each section. Make sure the bullet points and descriptions are in the correct sections. Now check your grammar for complete sentences and phrases and proper punctuation. A single typographical or grammatical error can prevent you from getting an interview, and spell check does not always find every mistake. Next, look for strong action verbs and clear descriptions that stand out. In a one-page resume, every word counts. If there are places where you could pick a more appropriate phrase or use fewer words to say the same thing, choose a more precise word or concise phrasing. When you've finished proofreading your resume, make formatting changes if necessary, so the text fits on one page and is well spaced. For example, you might cut unnecessary words, change bullets into paragraphs, reduce line spacing, or reduce font sizes. When you're finished, run the spell check. If you have time, share your resume with someone else to ask for comments and feedback. They may catch errors or unclear phrasing that you did not notice. Great job! Now your resume looks more professional and polished. Finally, share your resume. You can print it. Finally, you're ready to print your resume or download it as a specific file type, such as a PDF or a Word document. This lets people with different computer programs open your document when you share it with them. You can also email it right from the Google Drive. Finally, you're ready to print your resume or download it as a specific file type, such as a PDF or a Word document. This lets people with different computer programs open your document when you share it with them. You can also email it right from the Google Drive. In this activity, you created a resume that communicates relevant information about you using a Google Docs template. You selected a resume template from the Google Docs template gallery, updated your contact information, created a work experience section, described your education history, identified your skills, and listed your awards. Then you formatted and edited your resume by making changes to the text and layout. Now you have the tools to create a professional resume for any kind of job or experience. You can choose the appropriate template format, and wording to make your accomplishments stand out and give yourself a better chance of being selected for an interview. Resumes are not limited to job searches. They can be used for college applications, scholarships, internships, and a variety of other purposes. They can and should be modified to address the specific requirements of each situation. Have fun creating unique, effective, and professional-looking resumes for your future applications. If you're interested in learning more about these and other applications or doing more practical projects for work or for home, Google offers lots of additional resources. For example, Google's Applied Digital Skills curriculum is a set of free video-based lessons that show you step-by-step how to build useful projects that you can use at home or at work. You can access these lessons by visiting our Grow with Google website, google.com/grow. I just want to thank you everyone for tuning in, and just remind you that the staff at the Long Branch Public Library are always available to assist you in your resume writing or your job search. And right now we are available virtually. So you can give us a call at 732-222-3900, extension 2270. Thank you.